influence. What is
You're fixing your shoes.
Are we doing a glasses on episode?
We can. I could take mine off so I could be like the guy that's not. Yeah, I'll be the no glasses.
There's supposed to be one guy who's not. You need some eyeballs in there?
Yeah.
Like so that it's more human.
I think so. Let me itch my nuts before we really start. You guys like my shirt?
Oracle Red Bull Racing.
Cool shirt.
Yeah.
You take it off and you hold it in front of him.
Have you seen that Shane Gillis, the Uncle Daycare? And he's like, Shane walks in, he like takes his jacket off, and he has like a wolf shirt. And they're like, wow, a very cool shirt, Shane. And he goes, wolves.
Wolves.
And it's like retarded kid. Wow, really cool shirt. Yeah, you don't want to see my dark side. You see those guys that legit post those videos? And they're like, oh God, they have like the yellow light in their room. It's like really just cheap. And the quality's shit. The angle's like low as fuck. And they're like, you don't want to see me when I'm angry. Pussy.
That was a pussycat. All right, well, I think we'll start off our podcast here. Welcome back to Bad Influence. I'm your host, Ren. My co-host, Dimitri.
I hate the way you intro the show.
We're back with a new friend who
we have mentioned on the pod. You've been on the pod before.
You've been on the pod.
And last week when we were drinking, I slipped. I had like a, what would you call that? My tongue slipped. There's probably a smarter way of saying that. I told you about the podcast on accident, and you weren't supposed to know.
It was supposed to be our little...
it's like our secret affair.
Yeah, so our little affair now. It's a threesome. So, how did you hear about us?
He just told you. So
Isn't it already frustrating doing a podcast with him? You tell a story and then he goes, Rosie, can you tell that story again? Unbelievable. I love you, Ren. Welcome back to the podcast. Ren, you're a robot, just so you know. You're AI in human form. I think that's what AI is. It's just homeschooled robots.
Homeschoolers
that like never had the like they have all the information of
people
the internet.
Just think it's AI because they're like thinking different. They're like, oh, I didn't think.
You're thinking like boring and just like straight facts, like hitting every bullet point. There's no fluidity in there. I mean, you're very fluid.
All right, so the point of our podcast is ask for advice. Yep, we're gonna give some advice to people on the internet, and we give advice to each other too.
We start off the show by giving each other personal advice. What we need, you think we need to like fix with each other, like haircut.
Well,
haircut's not doing.
We don't have to go that personal.
I mean, I'm just being honest.
It's like
the haircut's interesting. Rosie, any comments?
Work on it.
Yeah, I could use a little work. A little off the top, clean up on the sides.
All right, Mr. Stylin, you've been out here waxing your
Rosie's
hair.
hot right now, bro.
Tell me you don't spend at least 10 minutes a day on your hair.
Bro, 30 seconds of brushing.
That's all it needs, bro.
It's better than it used to be.
When you're a Greek god, you don't need to do much. It just kind of happens.
It just comes off the dome.
It comes. A lot of things come when you're a Greek god.
Right off the dome.
So, Rosie, do you have any personal advice for either of us? Things that we maybe need to change in life, or clothing, or
let me ask for some
relationships.
Advice.
You want to ask for some advice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Currently,
I was trying to give my guest the floor here, but we can go ahead and just take over real quick.
You want to give us some advice right off the top? Tell us how terrible our podcast is.
Yeah. Hey, stop doing a podcast.
It's just a general statement. Can we get some advice on what? Just everything.
If
on life, you know what?
Something that you think of, like maybe you noticed Ren has been speeding lately. You need to slow down, or
sometimes I think you guys should think before you say. If that makes sense.
That is not what our podcast is about.
Rosie, thank you for the advice.
You're right.
We'll go ahead and move on to the next question.
All right, so the other part of it is we ask each other for advice. And I need some advice right now. Of course, the best advice. I have some in-laws in town. They're staying in my little in-law suite.
I've been praying for you, bro.
Thanks, I need it.
I heard you put the floor down.
Yeah, it looks good. You got to come see us sometime. But the first night You know, we're having
Dead air.
you just like their house is like close, you know, so we can't like make a lot of noise at night.
Okay.
So
Am I
you know, we're quiet.
during what?
You know, it's just you know,
The act of lovemaking.
yeah, the bed's kind of loud.
Copy that.
It's a cheap bed.
Hey, 10-4.
I'm a cheap piece of shit. I got a cheap bed.
Here's my piece of advice. So, soundproofing. That middle room between the garage and the house. Soundproof it. Studio. And they're like, oh, your friend here is working on music. I have friends that work on music. I want to get into it. But really, it's just your sex dungeon.
Dungeon. Rosie, that's why we have guests, bro. That was so. I would have never thought of that, and that helps me out because now I get a studio. This is a win-win.
You go in, you're just like editing music. There's just like whips and chains on the wall,
like black leather gimp suits, and I'm just like, eh.
But also the black foam like soundproofing.
Yeah. I want like the PewDiePie like squares, like the foam squares in the back.
Yeah, and then we shoot a pod in there, and then we're just all in there in the background.
And then there's like half a gimp suit in frame, and like you can see like a leather strap going across the ceiling. It's good. It's good.
And my wife and I won't even use it.
That's
just
nice.
for the homies.
Just for the boys.
Just for the homies. Now we got a threesome going. Huh?
Us three?
This is like a threesome. There's three of us doing something.
What's it called when it's an affair but a threesome?
Hot. Fucking sick. Let's go, my bro.
That's not how it goes.
What I'm talking about, dude. God, I fucking hate.
That's not the sentence you say after that. All right, so should we check out the internet?
Oh yeah.
That's where we excel mostly, is giving people we don't know.
Did you need any advice on anything, Rosie?
Oh yeah, you need any advice? Dimitri never needs advice. He's just
give me advice.
plant your fucking plants.
Yeah.
They need to be in the dirt.
I'll probably put the plants in some dirt. You can't see off
This
screen.
guy's
There's
got,
probably like 50 plants.
Just sitting there.
They look cool, but it's kind of all over the place. This is great content, guys. This is good.
You know what?
I told you this house was not the right place.
Do you not have enough
this is
land
good.
for all your plants? You could tear this down and then just put dirt.
That's a great idea. Just
You could fit 2 trees. But that's fruit, you know?
Yeah.
it's produce.
Avocado.
Banana.
Sacrifice
It's got banana in the
square feet, 2 trees.
Yeah. Just tear it down.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea.
It's easier to tear down than put up.
Yeah, in the laundry, I could just build like a little like running water system back here, wash my clothes in that.
Take
hang
your
them
clothes
across
down to the
yard.
river, bro. Down in the river. You
The
just gotta
canal
shred it
the
on
other
your
side of the
6-pack.
highway.
That canal is extremely dirty. By the way. It's like known as the grossest canal. Yeah, I mean, you could easily just keep the washer and dryer outside as well, and just let them like
And just
battle.
put it on the dirt.
Yeah, just have them battle the elements, and if they don't withstand, it's not a good washer and dryer.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, well,
Let's post some questions.
thank you for the advice.
You're welcome. Tear down
part of your house.
Yep.
Take value out of your house. That's great. Anything from me?
You have to ask for it.
You guys have any advice for me?
No, dude, you're perfect.
So now that we're on the house topic, get a house.
Oh, there you go. That's one.
I'm in the process of looking for a house.
You know what? That kind of made me think. I was about to say, don't stop living with your parents, you loser. But if you live
The way
with
you
your
said that was
parents,
so like there was no like nothing behind that.
no,
That was
it
a
wasn't.
weak- that was an empty
No, it
statement.
wasn't. It wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be. Keep living with your parents.
Yeah.
You winner.
That's right.
You're winning.
I don't think.
When was
I don't
the last
feel
time
like
you
I'm winning.
cleaned the toilet?
I'm being honest with you.
When was the last time you took the trash out to the street?
Today.
Those-
I took it back in the house.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
Friday.
you could take your car out. It was in the
No.
way.
This is you know how the what? Did I miss something? Okay.
Homeowners.
If you know, you know.
You don't.
I don't. That's why I didn't get it. Rosie laughed like he knew.
I didn't take my trash out. A couple days ago, and this is my house.
And now the trash is piling up in the can, or it's just you.
Yep, it's just me.
Don't make fun of yourself. All right, now let's go on to the next part.
All right, we can pull up some questions, and we can cut anything, right? Like right now, if we have dead air.
If you were offended by that.
Yeah, like when I said, probably gonna cut that. I was supposed to be funny, but you guys gave me a look of horror. I was like, oh shit. Maybe that wasn't the right move. Let's see.
The manliest thing you can do is overpower another man and fuck that man.
We were just talking about this last week. The most non-gayest thing you can do is to fuck somebody, another man. The most.
You said the most not gay. So you mean the straightest?
The straightest thing. Yep. Arrow straight.
When you try to reach your word limit, like your word count on like an essay, you're just like saying like multiple things of the same
when
thing.
You're trying to get ChatGPT to find you the word, but you don't know it, so you put in 3 others.
I'm reading some of these titles. Some of these are dark.
Oh, real quick, we're gonna bring in the news segment of the thing while Dimitri's looking for his thing. The stock market crashed because a company came out with a better AI that's just as good as everybody's that they did for cheaper. What are your thoughts?
Here you go. Hold on one second.
I don't pay attention to any of that.
Okay, well, basically a company came out and the whole market crashed because there's like, well, we don't need these fancy chips. Now we can just use dumb chips and they have this super good model. But the model was copied from ChatGPT in Chinese fashion. And because of that, but they're still running it off of cheaper chips. So I canceled my ChatGPT subscription and I'm using, it's called DeepSeek, the most popular app on the App Store right now. It's the most popular app on the App Store.
Use code Bad Influence
to download DeepSeek for free.
Get 20% off your... Don't listen to me. So, yeah, AI, that's all sick and everything, but...
It doesn't help you grow plants.
Yeah, what is that going to do for me? I feel like it's only going to make me more stupid. Using AI to solve my daily problems.
I'm replying to emails now, and I'm just going, no, out of stock, buy later. And then it goes, dear so-and-so, we're so sorry, but the item you're seeking is out of stock. Please check back in a few weeks or subscribe to our email listing, and you'll be able to receive this email. Sincerely.
It adds like that spice to the meal. It adds that extra flavor.
Yeah, and all that goes,
yeah.
Boom.
We use it for all of our DLF descriptions. We just like write me a description for a shirt called this, and then it writes us like a fat paragraph with like bullet points and stuff. Copy and paste, super easy.
Copy paste.
So, I found a question that is kind of interesting to me because I've kind of been in this situation before. I was offered $20,000 for a sexual favor. It's a lot of money. It's a good amount of money.
Wait, were you offered $20,000?
We'll get to that.
$200.
$35,000.
We'll get to that. This boy.
Okay, I've told you this story before, but
I don't remember it. We'll hear it again.
So let's read this guy's story, and then after we help him out, I'll tell you my story. I'm a male in my early 20s, pretty tall and in very good shape. This is me, bro. Pretty tall.
Did you post this question?
No. I get hit on occasionally, but this was easily the craziest experience I've ever had, and I'm totally unsure of what to do. I was messaged on Instagram by a very wealthy guy who wanted me to add him on Snap. I did, and he offered me $20,000 to basically come to his penthouse, take my clothes off, and stand there flexing while he jerks off. Pretty hot. Normally, I'd never entertain this, but without going too much into potentially identifying information, I happened to have an acquaintance
who knew the guy,
who was actually well aware of who this guy was.
Oh, well, there you go. She's done it before.
It's a gay guy. Are you listening?
No.
Okay. He was approached by the same guy and offered $6,000. A lot less.
So the other guy's obviously hotter.
And he accepted it.
Oh.
He said it was very straightforward. He just went there and did exactly what was mentioned, and he gave him the money. All legit. Apparently, he's just a really well-off, lonely guy. I feel unsure about this. $20K would literally pay off all my school debt, and I could invest the rest. I could take my friends out on a trip with the money. I could probably even talk the guy up to even paying me more. What would you do in my situation? I think it comes down to like morals and like, do you want to live with that forever?
No. This is a yes or no question. Sorry, this is a yes and sure question.
This is a yes, and can we get more?
Yeah, this is a yes and
Rosie, I
question.
see you itching over there. You gotta say something?
I would say yes. I would 100% say yes.
I think I would too.
Fucking jerk it all you want, bro. Give me the money. I don't care.
Just sit there. Make sure you get a good pump in. Go to the gym. Get a pump in. You're supposed to be there at 5:30. Go to 5. Get that pump in. Hit some push-ups. Do some push-ups in the elevators you're going up. Take your clothes off. Walk in. Say, give me an extra 10 right now or I'm walking out the door.
Yeah. You just let your sugar daddy
The guy's got his hand in his pants at that point.
He's edging.
Yeah. And so just get paid.
Yeah. I'd 100%
Up front.
yes. I would most definitely do it. I mean, I don't got all the abs and everything to show off, but I'd show it, brother. I'd show it.
Here's a follow-up question. Okay, let's say the deal is now $50K, but you got to hold on to it.
Oh, you got to do some physical stuff.
You don't have to stroke it. You just hold it.
That's gay.
$50K.
So
50,000 USD in your bank account.
I'll strip naked in front of a guy. He'll jack off. I'll jack off.
What'd you say?
I'm doing it.
Oh, he's doing it.
So he's a yes and guy.
He's like, yes, let's keep it moving. Enough with this flap.
Get fucked in the butt for another 50.
Yeah, I mean,
Another
we're,
25, he said.
I think
Cheaper.
$50K.
$55.
$50K. I'm holding on to it. $100K. Put it in your mouth. Yes or no?
No.
No, I mean,
Hey,
I'd blow on it.
Once you're
For
that
like
gay,
an extra, like, if I do that for like an extra 10K, I'd blow on it.
Like cooling down your soup, just kind of.
yeah.
Every
He just
few,
wants you to hold it.
every few pumps, every few strokes,
A light blow.
No, you start.
cool down the friction.
What you got to do is you got to go in there with like one of those gambling apps things that like you just hit a button and you already have the card swiped, so it just pays you.
Yeah, you have the
And
little
you have them,
white tap machine on the bottom of your phone. You just,
Exactly.
and you add tip and all
Yep.
that.
Each time you touch, is
He's gonna add more than just a tip, gentlemen.
that was a good one.
Thanks for. Okay. Yeah. $1 million. He has sex with you. Yes or no?
No.
No.
$1 million.
It's $1 million.
$1 million.
€6.
That's a lot
That's
of
six
dough.
of
That's life changing.
That's
One dick in the
life-changing.
butt for a life changing.
Yep.
You
The money's not life changing. Dick in the butt is life changing.
$1 million is definitely life changing.
Yeah. I wouldn't set you up for life.
You could
Change your life.
you could invest and you could live off of the
Right.
of the
Nobody
residual
does
from
that.
the $1 million.
Nobody invests it.
Yeah, but you could.
You just go to Ibiza and get fucked in the butt more.
Turns out you really enjoy it. And now you're just a gay guy. You
Yo,
just,
you got any friends?
but you don't tell him that because that's like the fun of it is that you're a straight guy and he's making you do that, and you just make bank like every weekend. You're making 30K, and then like every now like on New Year's, you get a cool meal for a fuck. You know,
Yo, hit me up.
I'm down for this guy. send me your shit, bro. Let's make some money. All right. I think we answered the question.
Yeah.
I think you're a fool for not doing it.
Easy.
You're a fool if you don't do it. It's money on the table. Get real, bro.
Also,
Get your bread up.
if you give him more, like let's say you do it, hey, I'll do this for free. I'll give you a discount or something like that. Then you're not gay because you're the one who's doing it. Because if you're receiving it, then you're gay. But if you're doing it, like I'm gonna do more than he's doing.
So head from anyone is
Like-
straight, even if it's a guy or a girl.
If he's jacking off and then you start jacking off because he's jacking off, then that's straight.
That's gay.
No, he's
That's so gay.
Back up.
If you're pleasuring, no, take it back. Take it back. Say that sentence verbatim.
No. It's not gay for you to be naked and strip for him if you're
Okay.
just jacking off.
But as soon as he starts jacking off, then there's a problem.
Right, but he's not. But you're not jacking off necessarily because he's jacking off. You're jacking off just because you're straight and you're jacking off, and you got to make sure that you're straight and not gay.
So you're saying jacking off is just like sick?
To not jack off
doing that
would be gay. Because
is he falling?
That's you circle back around to that. So if you don't jack off, you're gay.
Bro, that's fucking gay.
Hey, there's a 10,000 word limit, bro. You got to get to that 10,000 words on your essay. You're hitting it, bro. Wow.
Let's just
come
back
back
a couple more times.
All right. So,
All right, next question.
I think you left everyone confused. Let's see.
Bro, I'm out here chugging my shit.
That was funny, guys. That was really
Right,
good.
let's take a quick break. Anyway, I was talking to my wife about the pod, and she's like, "So why do you do it?" And I was like, "So that we can become rich and famous."
That's not why I
she's
do
like,
it.
"No, I don't want you to become rich and famous." Obviously, I'm joking about that.
Yeah.
But then, she's like, "It's just so that you have an excuse to hang out and drink."
That's also not it either. I mean,
And I was like, "No, that's not it." And she's like, "What type of quality are you actually bringing to the world?" And I was like, "It's not like more of the deep, in-depth advice. It's more of just laughing and stuff." Like one of our friends listened to it. He said he was smiling through the whole thing. So, and then she
Yeah,
kind of got it after that. It's just funny
it's just
stuff.
for fun, bro. It's just for dick and fart jokes.
Yeah.
And then, like, occasionally there's some real advice we give, but it's also called bad influence. We have to influence them in a bad way and tell them, cheat on your girlfriend, steal the extra bonus from your coworker that didn't know you stole it. Like, do those things.
Yeah. Deposit their check in your account.
Mm-hmm. She said she was 16, but you didn't see that message. Like, it's fine.
Those are the it.
It's gone on your phone. In the court, it's not on your phone. She can go through your phone. And when she said that she was 16, it did not show up on your phone. Your Honor.
You practice this line.
You rehearse it in the mirror, bro, just in case.
Your Honor, I'm dyslexic.
Your Honor, but she's bad. But she's kind of hot, though. Look at her, bro. They develop younger these days. Judge's like, when she walked in, I was like, yo, this bitch is kind of bad. Was she like 20? 16?
Look at her. You put across like through the...
He puts his in and he's like, you know what? You're good, bro. Get out of here. Okay, let's find.
Oh, the judges in 50 years. How many dudes are going to be judges in 50 years?
I saw RFK put his in at like the thing he was in yesterday.
RFK? But he's all health. He's all don't do bad stuff. And he's stuffing it. He's punching it.
God, that was a deep burp.
Pushing it. What else is there? Filling it. Tucking it. That's the OG one. I don't do it. I don't know. Got another question for us?
Yeah. Hold on.
How does it feel to be good looking now that you're not good looking? Like when you were a young teenager.
How do you feel like that you're hot now when you used to be ugly? His words.
Yeah, exactly. Good translation. But
This
also
feels great. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, damn, I'm sick as fuck. Yeah, and that too.
So I heard that when you were discovered about our little affair, you were out on the club.
We were just at a bar. Yeah, we were just drinking, just spilling our feelings all over the bar in front of us.
What was the purpose of that?
We're bawling our eyes out, crying.
Oh, you didn't go there for any other reason? But to just get drunk and cry with each other?
Yeah. That's what
So
a night out
homies
at the
do.
bars is all about. Just crying with
wish
the boys.
I was invited.
And I was more like, I wish more girls were like you.
Yeah. Hey, Bud, I've been really stressed out lately. You think you could help me out?
I'm always there for you, bro.
Yeah. And next thing you know, your bud's taking his shirt off to like really get like leverage on the massage, and then
Right.
something.
And then there's somebody there paying you $100K.
What's up with this oil?
For you two guys to have
Why is
sex
there oil here?
together. Bro, $100K each. We all have sex together in front of somebody.
No, I can't do that. It's got to be at least $1 million.
At least $1 million.
At least a mil to fuck both of you. You guys aren't my type.
$750. You invest that for 1 year, it becomes $1 million.
If you had longer hair, I'd still be into it.
Then you'd be more like a woman.
You'd be more like a chick, and that's what
I could just close my eyes and pull on it.
Just feel it.
Speaking of women, did I ever tell you about when I had long hair and I was at Publix, and you know how like you're going through the cash out aisle, the little lane, and
the
checkout aisle, whatever. Same difference.
Cash aisle.
It's the same shit.
Thank you.
You're right.
And yes, you're right, but fuck you. And anyways, it's like head level, or it's like up to your neck, shoulders, and I'm like walking through.
What are you, 7?
What?
What's up to your shoulders?
The top of like the aisle where like the magazines are and all that stuff.
You're gonna premise this with you can see somebody else's head.
Yes, you can see like people's heads over like the lane, and it's just my head popping over this shelf. And this lady sees me waiting in line, and she's like, "Oh, ma'am, come over here." And I turn around, and I have like my facial hair and everything. And she's like, "I'm so sorry." And I just started laughing, and I just went into her lane. But that was like the one time that I was mistaken for a woman when I had long hair.
You didn't get triggered and fucking like snap on her, be like, "What the fuck did you call me? Did you misgender me?"
Yeah, actually, my inner liberal did come out a little bit. I did have like highlights of like pink and different colors, purple, green, blue, you know, whatever mood I was feeling, you know, whatever chakra or whatever.
That day, that morning.
Yeah.
You just like dip it in the blue dye. You're like, yeah, I'm feeling a little mellow. That's probably why she assumed you were a woman. But still, how could you assume you're a woman if you just have long colored hair and it's just the back of your head?
Picture Mike.
And that's all you see, then that was wrong for her to assume that. I'm sorry you're assumed as a woman.
It was very
back
wrong.
when you had,
but it was also very
long,
funny.
Yeah, it was funny. The funny part was how you responded right away. You call a bitch a lot.
I think if that would ever happen to me, bro, if someone were like, "Hey, excuse me, ma'am," and I turned around, it's me, obviously, and they go, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," I'd whip my cock and balls out, like, "You see this? I'm not a fucking chick." My dick's out in the Publix aisle, like in the
gummy worm.
I was born with this shit.
I'm like trying to fluff it while I'm pulling it. I'm like, "Look at it!" I'm like hitting it on the side of my thigh. Like, it gets bigger, I swear. She's like 70, and the autistic guy bagging the groceries.
Just reaches over the counter and hits a button.
It was just chaos. Anyway, I found a question for us.
All right.
It's a short one, short and sweet. I like these.
All right.
It's one paragraph. And Rosie, this is actually kind of it's a good question because we just talked about going out last weekend. Going to the club alone as a 27-year-old male virgin, and I'm scared. Fuck. Those are out there. Those people are out there. They made it 27 years and never fucked.
Dang.
I am a 27-year-old male and planning on traveling to New York City alone by drive and might go out to nightclubs there. This guy has really bad punctuation. A couple periods would be nice. I'm going out alone, and I'm also a virgin.
I'm just gonna stop you right there. Just don't go out. All right, continue.
Just give up.
That's the real advice.
Give up. Move to Japan. Rent an apartment.
Hold on, let me finish the question.
Live inside during the day.
Is this bad? I know it sounds stupid, but I'm generally anxious at times thinking about this. You should be anxious because you're a fucking loser. You're a virgin at 27. Going to New York City alone, you have no friends?
And he's just going to hit a bar?
Sad. Loser. Failure.
He's just going to hit a bar?
He's going to hit a club. He's going to go to a club.
He's going to hit a club?
What he's going to do is he's going to get a double tequila soda, he's going to stand in the corner, and just kind of like nod and look around for about 2 hours, talk to 0 people, and then go home. That's what he's going to do.
He's going to be on a mission. He's going to be on a mission to at least say hi to some broad.
He's not going to do that.
And he's going to go out, he's going to be at the bar, and then he's going to come up with some scheme to like run into somebody or bump into them. And he's going to go really close behind this one girl, and he's going to turn around, and he's going to bump her, and then he's going to spill his drink on her because he's a klutz and he doesn't know how to like act with people at a bar. And she's going to be like, "What the fuck?" And he's going to be, "Hi, sorry, this was just my first experience. What? We were talking about...
That's insane.
First
we were sharing our first experiences. weren't we?
No, we weren't.
Oh,
That's not what we're doing. We're giving this guy advice. It's crazy how we have a podcast together and you don't hear anything I ever say. I read a full question and like, oh, let's talk about me some more. Anyway, remember that? Fix your mic, you fuck. God.
It's perfect.
It's not. It was upside down.
Stop saying that.
I'm the one editing the video, so I need you to do it right for me.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm going to circle back to the question. So,
Hand me a juice, will you?
first thing that comes to my
That's one more
mind,
juice.
too, is what situation did you go through to get where you are now, where you don't have any friends?
That's
I mean, being a virgin, you know, you can just have good morals or whatever. Lame. But, like, why don't you have any friends? Why are you going to New York City by yourself, going to this bar, going by yourself?
Because he's got to get away.
This is just, you're setting yourself up
He's in
for,
some
for
small
failure.
town. He knows everybody. There's nothing to do.
I agree with Rosie.
So
he's
he's
definitely
like,
setting himself up for failure.
Where do you go? New York.
But
Miami.
I think it's probably good for these people to do that because they say, like, you got to expose yourself to the things you fear to grow.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what he should do. Real advice, go out to the club, give yourself like a number. Like, all right, 5. I'm going to talk to 5 people.
And you're going to get rejected 5 times.
That's fine. That's all part of it.
Be prepared to be rejected 5 times.
It's a game of numbers, bro. You just talk to people. And even if it's like not even a fuck, just like see a cool guy with like a cool hat. Be like, yo, cool hat. Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
You want a shot? And next thing you know, I got a buddy.
Boom.
But also,
Yep.
you're a bitch.
And then he's like, yo. And he's like, yo, come hang out with these chicks. And then you go and there's like these 2 chicks and you're like, yo, what's up? And you're just like, hey, what's up? And you're like sitting there drinking your beer. And then like he's talking to these 2 chicks and he rizzes them up and he's like, yo, come back to my apartment. And you guys like all go back to your apartment or whatever that you're like renting in New York because you invited them back to like your apartment. And then he like fucks the 2 chicks in the bedroom while you like watch the Hulk. And you're just like
watch the
by yourself.
You watch the Woman Hulk movie while they have a threesome.
And like phoning and fucking shit, and so you just like take out your phone and you try to like jack off.
Throw on She-Hulk,
but you just can't because She-Hulk's on, and there's just She-Hulk being buff right there. So you just like go to bed, you sleep, you fall asleep on the couch.
The way you told that story, it shows your homeschooledness. It really does.
Yeah, you really, really dove into that character, kind of like you've lived in the skin of that character. Like,
I thought we were still staring at our experiences there.
yeah, I also
Not what we're talking about.
I would also like to say, always lead with you're a virgin. Like, talk about how you're a virgin and make that like the point of the conversation.
Yes.
Good advice.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I did that with 70 women until finally I met my wife. And those relationships
Let's not lie to the people,
those relationships lasted
let's take a 0.
1.5 seconds. I'd go up, you'd be like, hey, I'm a virgin, and then that'd be it.
Hey, let's take a 0 and then -5. I think you're talking 2 women.
And then I'd go
One of them is your wife.
Do you think I found my wife after the second?
Because when I met you, you've never talked to a woman. You talked to your neighbors and your mom.
I talked to a lot of people. My mom.
Ren, do you have autism?
I'm somewhere on there.
You're really showing
it's
it this
spectrum,
episode.
so
Yeah, it's really showing today.
We're all there somewhere.
You're more than us.
Yeah, if I don't have it, my kids are definitely gonna have it. For sure.
How do I make sure my kids have it so that they're dumber than me?
Do a lot of drugs and drink a lot of alcohol when you give your wife.
All the vaccinations. Then there's no way that they can say, Dad, you're dumb.
No, you should do. You take your sperm and then you have it like in a vial and then you just like inject like just every vaccine that they got into like a
put some mercury on top.
It's like a soup, and then you just you tell your wife back and just pour it in.
Yep. Did you kill her?
That was a weird visual. I didn't like that visual.
A vial.
It was like head back, legs up, and then fucking Dexter's Laboratory type shit, bro. Powder. You're gonna make the Powder Puff Girls.
Yeah,
sugar and spice and everything nice.
That's what they were doing back there.
What was it? Johnson and Johnson and Pfizer and everything nice. I pray for your wife.
People are out there making drugs and it's all legal.
All right, so what should this guy do? All right, on 3. 2 words. Or 3 words. 2 words. On 3. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Kill yourself.
I didn't say anything. I didn't know what 2 words we were talking about. I was not following what was happening.
No, I was hoping you guys would maybe telepathically pick up on that, but clearly it didn't work.
Right.
Kill yourself, right?
Yeah.
You have
But
nothing
also,
going,
there's
nothing
an
going
easy
for
way
you.
to not be a virgin anymore if girls don't like you.
Yeah, you can't be a virgin if you're dead.
No, you can just
I had no clue that we circled back to this.
you can just
Yeah,
you can just procreate somebody even if they don't want
Wait,
to.
procreate?
And then you're not a virgin anymore. You can procreate. There it is.
There you go.
Yeah, you just
I think we got it.
that's a wrap.
Bad advice. Bad influence shit.
Max chilling.
To be honest, right now, at like 4:30 or something, I went to drop off these packages, and then I was like, I'm doing nothing. My in-laws are just doing nothing. We don't have to eat till later. I could totally do the podcast right now. And then I came over here to your house.
Yeah, I was
And I
waiting for
drove
you to
in front
text
of
me,
it.
bro. Picture
Well,
my.
because it might have not been able to happen. And I came over here in front of it, in front of your house. Came to your house.
You did.
And I looked at the car, and I saw Rosie's car is here. He's probably home. Then I texted Dimitri, and I said, Wyatt. Then I corrected it to, well, yeah.
So dumb.
And here we are.
Can't find any. I'm gonna go to.
I totally forgot about the podcast. I already told you about this, but I totally forgot about it. I was like, man, I got a lot of like yard work and
We're literally having an affair. You forgot.
Yeah, you guys were like, oh my god, like we told Rosie he has to be on the podcast. Like all this internal dialogue conflicts going on. I'm just like, I totally forgot about that.
Well,
shit.
I need a shovel.
We need a place to go to do it. So this is kind of perfect
Right?
that he found out
Yep.
this weekend.
Yep.
We've been fucked.
What is that called? Divinity?
Divine intervention.
Yeah.
You know what that
Deus
is?
Ex.
That's a great title to like a book or like an album for music.
Or a
Divine Intervention.
podcast title.
That's the name of this. That's the title of this podcast. Divine Intervention.
Divine
And we're
Intervention.
taking.
Is that it? I don't know if that's the right. I don't know if that's the right word. I hope
It sounds right.
There's nothing about God or like miracles or anything. It's just like, yeah, so it just happened to work out.
Yeah, we happened to like do the podcast at my boy's house instead of my house.
Because he found out about the
Divine
podcast
intervention.
that we were supposed to keep a secret. Which actually, I feel like Dimitri, low key, you want people to find out about the podcast. He did. He
I want
knows
no
that
one
we're
to-
in an affair and it's just too hot for him, so he had to let it out. Let people know that he's fucking and that he's having this affair, and then he's got to get more people in on it because all our friends they don't judge. They want to be a part of it.
Well, to be fair,
We'll have 4, 5, 6.
to be fair, he slipped up. He didn't say anything about a podcast. I guessed that.
Oh,
He was like, yeah, I was recording at Ren's house, and I was like, or I was recording
Recording.
earlier with Ren, and I was like, recording.
recording
And
a porno.
Like he kept talking, and then I was like, wait, back up. What were you recording?
What are you doing?
I was like, what are you guys doing on Friday? I'm like, is that why when I track your ass on find
By the way, I need your location.
find my iPhone?
So that's how far away you are.
Yeah. That's always a good point. Whenever he comes to my house, I'm always like, okay, I got 10 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
all right, he's getting off the turnpike. All right, I got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he slipped up when we were talking, and then we were drunk, and he was like, all right, you can't tell anybody about this. Luckily, I forgot, so I didn't tell anybody. I definitely wouldn't have told anyone, but I also
You
forgot.
gotta keep it a secret. They'll find out
Yeah.
because you'll slip up.
The whole goal is to have it like periodically people will find out. Like the
Yeah.
day that like Josh finds out, he's gonna be on the next episode. Type
Yeah.
shit. Where it's like you have a guest.
And then
if someone
we
found
won't
out.
tell our other guests, and they'll just be there at the same time, and they'll be
Yeah.
like, "Hey!"
I want you to know. I want you to know, and I want Josh to know, but you guys don't know that you know.
Right.
So we're all hanging out, and you guys are both have this secret, but we all know what's going on.
You'll never know when Josh knows.
That's unless you.
And we
unless
could
you
do a whole
subscribe, and then you
episode.
see the episode, and then he's like,
Right.
"Oh, Josh
we
found
do
out."
the episode. But no, we do the episode, and then the next week we do it, and we post that last week's
Right.
episode.
Yeah. See, that's.
We're gonna gaslight you so hard.
Yeah.
We're gonna have at least a week to gaslight you.
Yeah.
Both of them.
They'll
They'll say things.
This is fun for us.
We'll say
I love
things,
this.
and then both of them won't know. The other one knows.
Yep, no.
And they'll be like, "Wait, does he know yet?" He's like, "Wait, does he know?"
Yeah. Does he know yet? And then Josh is like,
Well, dude, the first episode, we shit on a few people in our friend group. Pretty
I
rough.
gotta watch that.
Pretty ruthless.
Really,
it was.
you guys talked about the
Secret Santa.
right?
Oh
Yeah.
man, we went in on.
Oh, we talked about
We-
everybody.
Here's the thing. Me and Ren really just shit on Matt and Victoria. the whole time. I think there's a point where I go, "They're the worst, aren't they?" And you go, "Yeah, they are."
I don't remember that. I know. What do you mean?
We cried because I'm editing it. I'm like, I spent probably like a good 30 minutes like chopping it up,
No
moving
doubt.
names, and I was like, I say their name like 40 times. So I'm not gonna go through and chop all
No
that.
doubt the first one was like the best. What a banger.
That
to
was
come out.
really good.
And when we tell our fans to go back to first and restart, we mean it. And then you can skip 2, 3, 4,
Bro.
actually until you show up.
This is
and
yeah,
then
it's the
we're
fourth
here.
episode. You know, our second episode got 22 views.
Uh-oh.
First one has 3.
22 is not good.
That means we have
That's
some fans.
a lot. That's more than me and you.
Yeah, that means real people have seen.
Hey,
it.
you gotta go back. You gotta go back and edit that. Make sure it's clean.
I will. I'll do that tonight.
Because you never know. Like, if I'm subscribed, then the algorithm will
Don't subscribe.
feed it.
Don't
You
subscribe.
told me to.
Unsubscribe. Literally unsubscribe. I'm not even kidding. Unsubscribe from our channel.
Because the algorithm is going to feed it to all my intimate family who shouldn't be talking about hear me talking
that's-
about cock and balls.
But that's why it's called Bad Influence, and our names aren't in it at all.
But my faces.
That's why I'm going to change all of them to thumbnails, so you can't see anything. You won't be able to know.
And thankfully, there's another bad influence out there on YouTube.
It's called Bad Influences.
He just
It's
like
2 women. It's not,
swamps
it's not a
it.
guy.
Well, there's this guy. He swamps it. He's got like 2 views on like 1 million videos, and it's just him watching it because that's how many we got. 3 views, and that's you.
We
me,
already got more.
and your other device.
Oh, God. The beard came up. You ever have that? Like just an aggressive cough? Almost like a
Why
sneeze?
is our second one getting the views? The first one should be getting the views. That one was better.
I don't know. I think, I don't know. Actually, I don't know why. I
Well,
really
we
can't tell
only
you.
put out bangers, so what can I say?
Not really. Anyway, let's go to the next question. We're very bad at what we do, but we're learning. That's why it's a numbers game. By the time we're on episode 100, it'll be dope. We'll have a whole set.
I better have a
Mics.
401k.
Oh, there'll be medical, dental,
We're
and
gonna
vision.
set this all up, right?
We'll get insurance.
Insurance.
I'm gonna get you insurance, bro.
In case somebody sues me for
We'll have a
something I
Roth
said.
program where you can put in, and we'll match you.
We gotta start a trust.
We'll match you up to 50%
50%.
for the first year.
Meanwhile, normal companies are like 5.
No, Red Bull. What Red Bull does is they match up to 50% for the first year, and now they match 100% every year.
Yep.
Of what you put in.
Wow, that's gonna encourage saving, and then the market's gonna collapse.
Yeah, there's only I like put them to the max I can. I think it's like 12%.
of your
I
income.
max it out, and then I
Yeah.
got my insurance and all
Oh, bro,
that.
you're gonna have a couple $1 million when you retire.
I think the calculator was like 3.6
By
or
that
4.7 by the time I
It'll
retire.
get you
That's awesome.
So I'm
a couple months rent,
chilling.
maybe a steak or 2.
I have to just like make it through. I have to make it to 65 and not kill myself. So the next question.
That's why the podcast is here.
That's right, to keep my sanity.
Yeah,
And not.
but you never asked for advice.
I don't
so
want the
that's
tips.
why you're actually gonna do it. You know, the people that don't seem like it are the most likely.
Yeah. Also, I'm not a pussy. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
You better fucking do
I'm gonna
it.
jump out of a plane with no
You're not gonna
parachute.
be here next episode. It's just gonna be me and Rosie, and we're gonna be making fun of you
And you'll have like cheap flowers and candles for
about
like,
how
like
you
a funeral, like
blew
a
your
thing.
face off, and then you had to go and get your dad's shotgun because you didn't do it right.
Yeah, yeah. You read my mind. I was like, I missed. And I had to like find a butter knife. And
God, then you have a butter knife in your hand.
I don't have the strength to do it. So I just crawl over and just like chug a bunch of Advil.
Yeah, and then you just bleed to death.
Shout out Kurt Cobain, bro. That's the boy. That's the inspiration.
Oh, he did that?
Shotgun, bro.
Oh. Blew his face off, survived. And then,
He didn't survive, but
oh.
he got him something good.
And you better make
It's
sure
hard
you
to
don't
miss. It's hard to miss the shotgun.
either.
All right, let's do this last question. Let's get the fuck out of here. I have better things to do than this.
With cooler people.
I have nothing going on after this. All right, last question. Blackout drunk at a work party. Gentlemen. Hey guys, 23 female here. Got absolutely blackout drunk at my Christmas work party yesterday. I work as a registered nurse. My boy.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be one of those. At a small practice and had our Christmas party yesterday. I'm not feeling well at the moment and have no appetite, so I stupidly drank way too much on an empty stomach. I have no clue what I was rambling on about to my colleagues, including the doctors, and so scared that I have said something embarrassing. To top it all off, the alcohol caught up with me, to which made me bang my head hard in the bathroom, and I was vomiting absolutely everywhere. I don't drink often at all, and definitely don't get too carried away. How do I face my colleagues at work tomorrow? I want to crawl into a hole and die. And die the anxiety. God, the grammar on these people. I want to crawl into a hole and die. The anxiety is really bad. Period should be right there. Also, if anyone has ever done this at your work party, please share your stories to make me feel better. I've never done that because I'm not an alcoholic like you are, lady. I've ran into people at Christmas parties that have done this. I heard a guy one time at my job doing lines in the bathroom.
Are we playing two lies and a truth? Because the first one was a lie. I'm not an alcoholic. The other one, I ran into a employee who did this, and I saw a guy doing line in a bathroom.
So you know,
those two are true.
So you know, I only said two things, right?
No, you said three.
What did I say?
You said I've never been an alcoholic. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Oh,
You said I ran into a person. I ran into an employee who did this.
Yes.
That's the truth.
Yes.
And
that's the last thing I said.
No, you said I saw somebody who did coke in the bathroom.
I said I ran into a guy in the bathroom who was doing coke.
Those are three things.
But that's the same thing. I said I ran into a coworker in the bathroom that was doing coke.
That's the same guy who like got drunk at the Oh.
So I said I'm not an alcoholic, but I also ran into an employee in the bathroom who was doing coke. See how that's two things and not three?
Yep, I do.
say like,
Pass me the revolver. Just. All right, not today. Somebody re-roll it.
Did I say three things? Am I crazy?
You did say three things. He
But-
was right.
But it turned into two. Turned into two.
Yeah. You were talking about two things, but you said the three things. Like you were talking about not being an alcoholic and then the coworker doing that shit, but you did say like I had a coworker who did that or something like that, and then you said
Which
and then
was
I also
coconut.
had a coworker, or not also had, but
So now that we have the grammar
coworker
police
did
here,
coke
Yeah.
in a
and we've
bathroom
actually
stall.
figured out who's right.
You know what? I
I
realized I'll admit that I was wrong there actually because I do that. I notice on the podcast. I just like I don't say what I'm thinking, and then I'm like I didn't say that, but I did say it. But I thought something else. We're getting really too in deep on that. Anyway, what should this lady do? What do you think? She feels anxiety about her situation. Is there any way to resolve getting over the fact that she embarrassed herself in front of the
Who
entire
wants to give the
company?
real advice?
Rosie, take it away.
Quit your job. Just definitely quit your job. I would not go to
I was gonna
work
say that.
after doing that at a Christmas party.
It's embarrassing.
That's unforgivable.
Where everybody's getting
Unforgivable.
drunk.
Yeah, everybody's getting drunk, but you're not getting blackout drunk at a
Right.
work party.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And there's somebody who had to
But
do
she
it.
didn't eat. That's not
And
her
I-
fault.
and Also, she isn't an alcoholic. I think she said that like I don't drink a whole lot or whatever.
That's why she got blacked
So that's
out.
why she got blackout drunk. Well, you should have known that I don't drink a lot. Maybe I shouldn't drink a lot of alcohol. You fucking
Also,
bitch.
to get blacked out with your work friends, do you have real friends? To get blacked out with? Do
no,
your
Ren,
real friends
you're
not
going
do
down the
that?
wrong lane here. This is a work party.
Oh,
So
I was
that's
trying
all
to
work
analyze her personality and her whole life.
Also, she's a nurse, so like, this is
Point.
not just like a regular work party with like, oh shit, like my Texas Roadhouse coworkers are
Oh, you're right.
are drunk too.
It's like, hey, show up
like-
at 5 a.m. tomorrow because
yeah, show up
so-and-so's
at
getting
5
surgery.
Exactly. 5 a.m. to clean up this patient's shit or like to give this person blood, check,
Yep.
make sure that
Yep.
their dose of medication
And somebody
okay.
threw up in the bathroom, so can you get that also?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just like super hungover because I got too
I
drunk
didn't eat
at the
enough
company
last
Christmas
night.
party. Just quit your job.
Quit. You don't deserve.
Find another hospital or something to work at, or maybe just don't be a nurse anymore.
Yeah.
Go work at Texas Roadhouse.
Do it like the Catholic pedophiles. They just go to another church.
Yeah. That's right. Just transfer over. I mean, listen, at my work party, a lot of people got really fucked up, and a lot of people did embarrassing shit. And there's nothing better than coming to work that Monday and talking shit about everyone that fucked up at the Christmas party to everyone. It is so fun. One of my Christmas parties was so bad, they fired the guy because he tried to drink. He was like fucked up doing lines, and then
Oh, so it was the guy doing. I was about to say, was it the guy doing coke in the bathroom?
yeah, and then he tried to drive home, and he got like into a fist fight with the head guy at our warehouse.
Oh, so that's why he got fired.
I remember hearing about that.
Good guy. I'll really miss him.
Yep.
Um,
Let's hope we never get famous, so nobody knows who you are.
Yeah, I didn't say his name. We're not famous. I'm bleeping everything.
Was that
So I was
the-
looking at.
Was that the guy that like posts himself all over Instagram, like the fuckboy dude?
No.
No, it was a different person. Okay.
They kind of look the same. The guy that got fired is like an older version of him. They're both like shitty people that like I don't like, but also love at the same time. You know what I mean? Like I hate a lot of things about them, but the fact that they're like such a fucking like they're so weird and they suck so much ass that I just love to witness it, and that's why I like them as a person.
That's why you go to these events.
I hate watching
What's
them
gonna
in real life. Like, how are you gonna fuck this up today? What are you gonna do? You're gonna say the N-word out loud again in front of the entire meeting, even though you're from New York? Bro, every New York guy from the Bronx thinks they can just say the N-word.
Even though they're white.
This guy just be throwing it out there in the meetings. It's 5:30 in the morning, hitting us with the A's, and I'm like, bro,
You can bring
can't
that to human resources
say
and get paid.
but he's not, I can't, bro.
Paid.
I can't say shit.
No, you still can. That's a derogatory term to one of your brothers.
Easy on the brothers, please. Fix your mic.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Don't put the AS at the end. Slow down.
I got a brother. What
God,
are you talking
it's the
about?
funniest shit, but it pisses me off. I'm like, you didn't fight for that. That's not your word. You're just saying that because you lived in New York for like a little bit. Fucking dick. Anyway, thanks for
I
watching
don't know how
Bad
that gives you the
Influence.
rights.
This has been the show. Rosie, thank you for coming on. Any last words?
I think you should definitely listen to every bit of advice that I gave you guys today. I consider myself quite influential, and
And bad at it.
and bad at it.
I'm bad at it.
Bad.
Yeah,
You sounded like a child.
I'm excited to hopefully come to back to the show again.
No,
So-
never
Fix
again.
your mic again.
Bro,
Fuck's sake.
that's going to be the episode. It should be Fix Your Mic.
Fix your mic.
It's gonna
Thanks
be
for
fine.
watching. I'm done.
Cut.